Alright, hello and welcome back. This is the Siberian here, and we are here with another Austria campaign. Beautiful. As you may have noticed, I've been doing more Austrian campaigns as of recently. This is because I want to get this campaign going. I've also been working on the campaign elements of the mod a bit more. It's a lot of Swedes. And so I'm gonna probably do a few more campaign episodes, and then I'll go back to a more regular spread of battle replays and whatnot. But who even knows how many more of these we I as we're still at war with the Polish. I have taken Minsk. Looks like that's being repaired. Some of the changes, I made the campaign map a bit more vibrant. The tax policies are reworked just a bit, which is good. Campaign AI should be smarter, invest more into armies. Armies should be larger. Instead of doing a bunch of half stacks, they should assemble more of these large stacks, prioritizing better infantry. So yeah, we'll see. I'm still testing a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's what we have so far. I am still gathering my army over in this farmland village. If I remember correctly, last time we were going to... Let's see, is this all Poland has left? Yes, this is all Poland has left. They have a few large forces spread all throughout here, and Warsaw is vulnerable to them. But if I can defend Minsk, I can march that army on East Prussia. Perhaps is Prussia at war with them? At war with Spain, Sweden, Bavaria, and pirates. And they're trade partners with Poland, Lithuania. We'll see. We'll see. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and amass our army under our new general, because our last general died of sickness or something, natural causes, right before he could march on Venice, and that just turned into a disastrous campaign for our army. And now we must attempt another assault on the Venetians before we can prepare with our war against the Prussians. But yeah, without further ado, we will do the end turn. Alright, welcome back on our last turn. After that end turn, oh, Bavaria is actually pushing forward. The Prussians canceled their trade agreement with us. Along with that, Netherlands has been destroyed or captured by the Spanish, who are amassing quite a powerful empire here. Although that is a full stack of pikemen, which was a relic from when I made them way too popular with the recruitment style. Here we have a pretty standard setup. Surprisingly, the European powers haven't completely taken over. It's already 1736, and quite a few native tribes are still scattered throughout. The Marthas have pretty much control of all of India now. So hopefully they don't go crazy this round. But I believe that Prussia will soon be declaring war. Sweden took Courland, but I do not want to risk war with them as they are also at war with Prussia. And I need alliances wherever they will be. Another change in the mod is religious unrest is a much bigger issue, and it also will depend on what religion is holding. So certain religions will be friendlier towards other so like Catholics and Protestants might be friendlier towards each other than, say, the Muslim factions. But anyways, we are gathering our force here. We're gonna have to do a quick Venetian campaign before turning south as Ottomans are amassing in Belgrade, and a large militia Venetian force is in Sarajevo. But we're gonna move up our artillery, which hopefully will be used to much better effect this time around than last time. I'm going to merge this unit with that one and that one. There we go. Very nice. They're going to march on Venice next end turn. But for now, we will catch a quick battle where I'll mop up these guys, but we won't need to show that as we are vastly superior in numbers. So we'll just do a quick auto resolve. Both of those were driven away. We do have some Russian interference. Nothing too crazy. Alright, we will hit the end turn and then begin our second part of our Venetian campaign. And here we have a turn of events that I did not foresee. A hidden Polish army has attacked Lithuania. And now we must defend as they assault us. I will show bits and pieces, but this probably won't be our full battle for the episode. Alright, the Polish are moving to assault the walls. Whoa. That was a little bit of a quick movement. We are short on men with guns, although we do have 3 the peasant pikemen to hold the base of the forts. We are desperately low on troops in general, which will make our defense difficult. However, getting as many as I can towards the front to fire on them before they reach the walls. And yes, soon our troops will begin opening fire. A couple of shots going off on this side. Sending at least one unit around the flank. So I'm gonna station a pikeman over there. Oh, look at that. They even dismounted their dragoons to assault our walls. Ooh, and they are quickly getting around our flank. Are you firing? Come on now. Alright. I will cut back in if anything of interest happens. Alright, here we are after that epic battle. Really wasn't epic. I lost a lot of pikemen, though, who rallied out and then got charged by cav while I wasn't paying attention and then run down. But it looks like many of them were just wounded and have returned to fight again. We have seen off that enemy force, who is still raiding us heavily. But if I can quickly march over to the last Prussian... Oh, it looks like Courland might even be attempting to do what I was going to do and take out the Polish once and for all. And here we are with that end turn. We have some remnants of the Poles scattered about. A Russian force raiding its way through Galicia, heading towards here. Its capital. It's unfortunate, but I think we can hold out without assistance. There. We have some workers rioting. And I believe, yes, there's going to be a rebellion here. These ones are just barely unhappy. Perhaps due to the presence of these foreign armies. I'm going to merge my lancers, grenadiers, and this one to 270, 268, 230. There we go. Very nice, refined army here. Going to... Oh, we still have this one that can merge with some others. There we go. Let's leave behind that, that. And if we can quickly, in 2 turns, march and take out East Prussia. I know these guys are not happy, but if we are able to take out East Prussia, we shall have a good standing, and it looks like the Ottomans are moving deep into our territory. And the Venetians are preparing to reinforce their capital. However, overall their capital is not looking overly strong, and I think it is time for Oscar Wellier to begin the first stage, the assaults of the first stage of the Venetian campaign. So, here we go. We were attacking Udine. It should be reinforced. No, it's not. We'll auto-resolve Udine. And we will defend Udine against the inevitable Venetian, or perhaps not an inevitable, Venetian counterattack. We are still making a decent profit, although we are facing a lot of eastern pressure. I really would love a Swedish alliance. They do not care for my my diplomacy. They are more powerful than I. They are also at war with Prussia, so perhaps they will distract Prussia long enough that I may survive. But without further ado, we're going to do the end turn and perhaps fight another battle in Udine at the Weaver's Cottage there. And we've already had an initial skirmish that we managed to wipe out the enemy patrol. So we shall see what the Venetians do in response. After the last turn, the Venetians declined to attack. And so Oscar Wellier? Whatever. Wellier will invest the Venetian capital. Perhaps that will prompt a counterattack. We are not going to assault it as we were bloodily repulsed last time around. In the north, we have a rebellion here. Some Belarusians hoping to take Minsk. And we have another rebellion in Transylvania. Now, the Transylvania one is going to be an issue. We also had a Ottoman raid of the Balaton Farms. But here's my plan. I'm going to march on Königsberg, hopefully force Poland, Lithuania into either an alliance or a protectorate, where I will then have them declare war on Russia and help us protect against these Belarusian rebels and Russian instigators. So without further ado, let us see if we can accomplish this lofty goal. I'm afraid, though, that Prussia will declare war, but it is an inevitability. If I am besieging their city, will you accept this? Will you accept this? Not exactly the desired result, but it does allow us to move reinforcements to deal with these rebellions. But without further ado, we shall end our turn and see if the Venetians are now tempted to attack. And here we go, the Venetians are attempting to break out of the siege, led by a Captain Guido Vico. He's leading from horseback 3,100 infantry, about 3,000 infantry even. Although a vast majority of those are unprofessional or not even militia, they are peasants. Facing him is Oscar Weiler? I don't know. Is Oscar. Leading a mere 1,941 troops, but they are the experienced and regular infantry of Austria, along with some grenadiers, lancers, and artillery. So without further ado, let us jump into the battle. Alright, here we are in the scenic battle for Venice. The Venetians are attempting to break out. My grand battery is just firing into that hill, so I'm going to have them hold their fire. Hold your fire, don't shoot right in front of you, you idiots. Other than a few friendly militia killed, they're just scouts anyways. We're gonna move forward this militia. We have a small hill with our grand battery ready on the crest. It would appear that the enemy is moving in from our right flank, though I'm not sure. Let me send some lancers to scout. This is a very interesting layout for a map. If they are not being very aggressive, we might be able to move up and take these trees. In fact, I might get a volley off on that regiment of horse there with my carabiner cav. I do want to keep my cav fresh to run down as many of the enemy to make our final assault on the city as successful as possible. Looks like they are moving up, so we're going to set our skirmish lines here. Put our infantry into holding fire. Move up the left flank with grenadiers on the extreme flank. Move our cavalry out of the danger. Oh, and we have the first shots. Ooh. The first glorious skirmishing going on. Nice thick smoke. And now the Grand Battery atop the hill can pick its targets. Yeah, it should have a clean shot. Very nice. Should greatly demoralize these troops. Oh, but we have targets here with some line infantry for the Grand Battery. Set these guys to fall back if pressured. Looks like there is a bit more activity to the left than I expected originally. And I think our Grand Battery is breaking the enemy forces. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna hold fire now. And shift to face the new threat. Oh, there's a threat on this flank. This is a regiment of militia. Shall have our artillery fire on them. Into position. Oh man, I'm all out of water. Alright. So far, Oscar's plan is working. We're gonna draw the enemy towards our batteries. And now you fall back behind the cover of our infantry lines. Hold fire. Fire at will. Rush these guys forward and fire on the enemy. Oh, and there go the Lancers charging out of the forest. Oh, another change I did is I added Napoleon's animation for firing and whatnot. So firing now it happens a little bit quicker. Oh, we're taking a deadly fire from that flank. As you'll see here, hopefully, troops quicker fire animation, and that was an absolutely brutal volley. And now we fall back. Looks like our cavalry is getting overextended and shot to pieces. Unfortunate, but it happens. Alright, fall back. And fire at will. And here our artillery is now coming into range. We can swing these guys back up. Looks like our veteran lancers have broken. I do not think they shall return. They did shatter at least one unit of the enemy and break another. Oh, and the canister is now firing. Oh, is that Venice there in the background? Yes, look at that. And it looks like, are they pulling back or are they broken? They have mostly broken. What is this unit? Oh, the enemy cavalry attempted to take out our cavalry and allow their army to run back to their fortress walls, but their general has been killed now. Very good. We can. Alright, hold your fire, men. Alright, fall back once more. So that our artillery can bombard this section, although it looks like they are in a full retreat mode. Think we can break that square with solid shot. And then charge in the cavalry. Get all that artillery. Alright, you can hold your fire down. We've broken the square there. Ooh, cavalry gets a nice volley off before charging home. And now we sound the general advance. Literally. Oh, and we have won the day. We are now going to clean up as much of these Venetians as we can. But without further ado, I will catch you with the results after this glorious next great step towards capturing Venice. And look at this glorious victory by Oscar. Who knows his last name? We still don't know. We killed nearly 2/3 of the enemy force. Now, a lot of that was after the battle, riding them down. And so you'll see, yeah, 1,400 killed by my cavalry. That was all after the battle. Although they did kill some enemy cavalry. But altogether, a glorious victory. And perhaps we shall be taking Venice very, very soon. But the rebels are moving in. And now we must defend against a much superior rebel force. I shall... If this battle gets interesting, I'll show you snippets. Otherwise, I'll just show you the results of this battle against the enemy rebels under Alexei Komorov. George Kugler is our general, or captain. We shall see what we can do. Well, it would appear we do have a chance in this battle, as they are very spread out. Their captain is not doing them well, so if we can defeat them... I have occupied a town hall and a farmhouse in town. If we can weather this first volley, rush forward and fire one from a closer range, there is perhaps a good chance of us defeating the enemy. In fact, I'm tempted. They have more now, reinforcements moving up. Just short of those shots. Already we are wavering due to a being severely outnumbered. But the enemy is shaken as well. Let's see if my militia in the house can provide any decent support. So far, though, nothing much is happening. Oh, and right as I say that, the enemy come charging in. Let's get a volley. Come on, no, don't retreat. Well, that's interesting. Our troops are marching forward. Now we are running out of the farmhouse. Disaster. We've killed 2 and lost none, and yet our troops are running from the battlefield. Do you not even care to protect your homeland? And now the enemy militia is charging in. Still have not lost a man, and they have lost quite a few, and yet they break. And there we have lost it. Super quick. That's why you don't trust in your lousy militia to defend against rebels. They're pretty much rebels themselves. And here we are with that brutal defeat. We killed only 14 and lost our entire garrison to the rebels. And now Transylvania has been occupied, although the game seems to have frozen. There it is. And Poland has quickly turned around and broken their alliance. One of our gentlemen passes away, very sad. It would appear Prussia is amassing in preparation to invade once more. Oh, and Courland took back their capital. Who are they declaring war upon? Spain, Württemberg, Pirates, and Bavaria. I might just have to end this. These Prussian peoples. But let us see if we can occupy Venice. You know what? I do not wish to do a fort battle, so I think that is an auto-resolve. Yes, it is. And the Venetians have fallen. We're gonna repair as much as we can. And that should really impact their ability to wage war upon us, as this little place makes simply 8 growth. I guess they're not getting any money from the treasury because they exempted it from tax. Here we are still being sieged. They did not take the town. Interesting. But we are making progress against the Venetians. And now we must prepare to end the Polish. I know I should have done that before, but I was not prepared to go all the way. So now we have taken Venice. And I'll catch you at the end of the next turn. We shall do just maybe perhaps a couple more of these turns. And we have another battle. This one is a enemy Belarusian rebels under Oleg Pankratov with 1,900 troops against our small garrison of 822. We do have an artillery piece and some cavalry, which may prove indispensable, as well as militia with experience. We shall hopefully, I guess it doesn't show that the additional bonus of experience, but our experience shall definitely improve these militia's effectiveness and morale. So without further ado, I'm going to hop in. I'll play parts of it if it seems interesting. Otherwise, we'll catch you at the results. Alright, we're playing this battle just because it is so beautiful. And it's a very interesting position where we're defending from the heights outside of town at this small farmhouse with this beautiful mill, nice wheat field. Oh, that was a loud trumpet. Here's our captain. We have our artillery piece up on this ridge. And that artillery piece is going to take a shot at the enemy cavalry. Ooh, we got a very good hit. Look at that. This cavalry is the biggest danger to our forces. As perhaps we will pull back our forces even behind this fence. We will hold fire with this one. Oh no, it fired anyway. That is quite irritating, but we'll have to hope that the enemy cavalry does not charge in this intervening period. Alright, get into position, men. We'll kick it into gear a little bit. Give the cavalry another artillery shot. Yes, another good hit. I think killed 9 horsemen that round. It set them wavering. They are, however, going to run out of range. It is them attacking us. I'm not sure what that shot was going for. Oh. Enemy militia is now been sighted. We do have some entrenchments up here on the ridge outside the farmhouse, and we can fall back to this stone wall as an additional line of defense. Alright. Let us make sure we don't get overwhelmed by the speed of combat. we're going to hold fire and wait for canister. Oh, nope, we're just gonna shoot it. We did already break one rebel militia unit who couldn't take the cannon fire. We'll just take out as many of these Cossacks as we can. Alright, the enemy marched forward in column and is now deploying into line. Not the greatest line I've ever seen, but our troops are going to hold fire. Alright, go to canister. As at this range, with cover, we should take no casualties. Let's see if they attempt advancing up the hill any further. Don't shoot our own troops. Like that. Nice. Fire the canister, please be able to still. Yes. Oh, and a great canister shot. Let's see if that breaks that enemy unit. Alright, one unit has broken. Let's send a volley down and see if that breaks. Ah yes, the classic chain route. Without killing a soul. Oh, looks like we did kill some. Oh, we killed quite a few. I guess our superior cover as well as experience on these militia has really made a large difference. Over there, definitely moving this direction. We're gonna pull back this militia unit. Trust our artillery to deal with the militia to the left. Fire at will. Now that was, I think, beyond their max range, but it shall still have the effect of demoralizing the enemy, and yes, it has. Enemy man is pushing up this hill aggressively this time. Not even pausing to fire a volley, or maybe they shot a couple here. Oh, but they're going all the way up for the bayonet charge. Alright, let's keep them in column. Move quickly. Oh, and the enemy have been easily repulsed. Losing a handful more. Is that it for this rebel battle? I will not pursue them, for I don't think... Ah, no, they are quickly reforming. Looks like it will be a seesaw battle for this hill. Perhaps we'll hold fire. And get a truly devastating volley at close range. All right, let us fire. Yes, that was a good volley. They are pushing hard up here though. Did we wait too long? Nope. They're falling down left and right, and now falling back. Beautiful. Now I'm curious. Oh, and there we go. And here we are. Look at that, Theodore Schwab. What a name and what a victory. Theodore, the captain, Theodore has had. The enemy lost a lot of troops. 700 still remaining, which will soon be put down by our army, which is approaching. The Venetians went on strike for a little bit, but are now content with our rule, and shall be even more so as we repair their homeland. And soon we shall take out the Venetians from Venice. They do have a little bit down here in Greece. Is that Greece, by the way? Greece has appeared. I did not notice that. Is that right? Oh yeah. The Greeks have appeared and the Mughals have been destroyed. Wow. Alright. War between Sweden and Russia has resumed. I have to think the Swedes will do well in that war, but might be my bias. I'm surprised this Prussian army is just sitting there. Let's see. Well, it would appear that things are calming down for this episode, so we might call this an episode with a successful campaign to take Venice. I am content. This should be a good source of money. Let us see. Yeah, look at that. 1,600. And it is already fully developed thanks to the Venetians. These Venetians here should also be running low on funds as they're still exempting that from tax. They only have those two remaining. Take a quick look at the world. It looks like Morocco is still alive despite Spain being a powerhouse. Denmark still has its home region, and Iceland. Sweden took Courland but lost it once more and is at war with Russia, Courland, and Prussia. Prussia is an ever-present danger on our northern front that we will soon have to deal with. And boy, do they have impressive armies. Although they do rely on a lot of militia, they have professional troops sprinkled throughout that makes their armies very deadly, having both mass and professional skill. And our homeland is on fire a bit. But without further ado, we'll do a quick auto resolve if it's favorable. Yeah. I'm driving the rebels back. And if you guys are liking these episodes, please let me know. Give me a like, write a comment. All that helps the channel. And I will catch you on the next one. Until then, have a great one. Bye.